Hi everyone. In this video, I want to talk about that feeling that can creep in when you look around your home and see all the things you wish were different. So the chipped paint, the cluttered counter, the corner that never quite came together. And also that nagging little voice that says, if I just had more time or more money or more motivation, then maybe I'd be finally able to get it right. If any part of you resonates with that general sense of dissatisfaction with how your home currently is, then I hope this video will help you to shift into a place of more appreciation. Because oftentimes, a lot of the dissatisfaction we can feel isn't grounded in any true need, but more the result of outside pressure that we're feeling. Because we live in a world that tells us relentlessly that our homes should look a certain way: curated, minimal, on trend, completed. Social media can really hammer home that pressure as we scroll past image after image of perfectly styled rooms, bathed in morning light, free from toys and laundry, fingerprints, sometimes even actual signs of life. And I have to hold my hand. I can fall into that trap too. Even as someone who teaches about mindful design, I share beautiful images. I share tweaks and suggestions in my videos, things you can try to shift the energy or uplift the space. But here's the thing: when I suggest change, it's not about making your home look like mine or anyone else's. It's not about chasing perfection or keeping up with trends. It's about something much deeper. And that is creation a home that supports how you live, how you feel, and how you prosper in that home. Because whatever change you might make, it's the intention behind it that matters. And when your choices are rooted in care instead of comparison to everything else that you're seeing around you, then your home begins to reflect back what truly matters to you. But we are being conditioned to treat our homes that need to go through a before and after impactful process rather than a process that can evolve over time. But what if the answer to feeling good in your home doesn't lie in a big, impactful makeover? What if your home doesn't really need to be fixed, but it wants to feel acknowledged, wants you to connect with it and to appreciate it in its imperfection? Because you don't really need a renovation to feel rooted in your home. Now, you might need a renovation to improve function, to make things work better and support your day-to-day life. And that's absolutely valid. But that's also a bigger decision, one that depends on time and money. And it's not one that's immediately accessible to most people right now. But feeling rooted, feeling like you belong in your own home, that's not something we should postpone until conditions are perfect. That's something we can nurture right now. You do not need an Instagram-worthy kitchen to cook a nourishing meal. And you do not need matching cushions to experience peace. You need presence, a gentle shift in how you relate to your space. Because when you shift that, everything else begins to shift with you. And I'm not saying don't make changes. On the contrary, make changes, but make the ones that matter. Choose changes that support the way you function day to day, that make your routines easier, that invite calm, that create more breathing room. Not because you're chasing any particular aesthetic, not because a stranger on the internet told you to, but because something in your body says this would feel better. That could mean something as simple as adding a hook by the door so your keys stop going missing, or swapping a too bright light for something softer, clearing one surface so that your eyes have a place to rest. Tiny shifts, but thoughtful ones. You might not need a big makeover, but what you do need is a space that makes sense to your life right now. So maybe your home is messy now. Maybe you're mid-transition, in a season of chaos, or just plain tired. That's life. And your home is a part of that life, evolving with you. So today, what would it be like if you could let go of the pressure for it to be all perfect and instead just choose one small gesture of care, not to impress anyone else, but to support yourself, to feel good in your own skin, in your own space? So like that candle, straighten that cushion, put a sprig of rosemary into a glass of water by the sink. Don't do these things in a sense to fix anything, but more to honor your home, to be in relationship with it. Because it's so important to develop and recognize the role that your home can play in supporting your well-being, in regulating your nervous system, in helping you to live the life you want to live. If you nurture and appreciate your home will nurture you back. And it doesn't need to look like a magazine spread to feel like a sanction. It needs you to be present, connected, and choosing what feels true. But I'm talking about something so much more than decorating. It's about belonging to yourself, to your space, and to the life you're building inside it. And I know a lot of this might feel a bit woo woo, a little bit out there. I've said it in some of my other videos. I am a little bit woo woo, and the channel is a bit woo woo. If you are interested in getting in a little bit woo woo with your home and developing that relationship with it, then I'm going to link some other videos below that you might be interested, and I link some freebies on my website that might be of interest to you as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next.